everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Joni, and in today's video I just wanted to pose a question. How do you go about changing your clothes from season to season? For me, I really try to do my best, not just take everything out of the drawers or the closets and just put them in a storage container or move them into another room. I really try to be thoughtful about what I did or didn't wear that season, and if I didn't wear it, I do try to donate it or give it away, because I just know I'm more than likely going to purchase some new items when that season comes around again. Yes, there are staples and basics that I keep, but overall, if it's a little bit of a trendier item, or if I just found that I did not wear it at all, it's time to get rid of it or donate it and let it go to someone that will be able to use it. And that's kind of my mindset. But sometimes that becomes overkill, or it's just too daunting and I just don't feel like doing that, so everything just goes into the next closet or into a storage container, and I just worry about it when that season comes around again. But this time I really took the approach, because I know I have so many items that I really haven't been wearing, and even though I stated that I do get rid of a lot of stuff over the course of the year, but I find that as I go through this exercise of just changing over clothes, you always find more, right? Don't you? Is it me? I don't think so. I don't think I'm alone in that. We all tend to, oh, I'm gonna hold on to this, I'm gonna do this. And this video came about because, one, I needed to do this because the fall is upon us. And also because I was doing a lot of fall fashion wear, I thought, gee, this could be a good break from the fashion hauls and allow everyone to see what I do and my thought process and how I go about changing over our clothes, because I know it can be really daunting. And let me tell you, this was probably the most daunting season turnover that I've ever done. Or as it was mentally draining, because I was really trying to be strategic. I was really trying to be thoughtful. You'll see in the clips, and I talk a little bit about my thought process and why I did what I did. I was trying to be as thoughtful as I could, that this exercise isn't so daunting every season, that it will just flow and I can just change in and out some pieces. I feel as if what I've done in this transformation is a system and not just, oh, let me get my clothes out for the summer and in for the fall and winter. It's something that is going to be so much more manageable for me. I understand that not everybody has the amount of storage space that I have, but it's less about that, and I think it's more about putting a system in place as to how you go about doing these seasonal transitions within your closets and even your dresser drawers and such. I haven't even tackled that yet. That's a whole nother thing. But I just thought that this was a video that would be helpful to a lot of people who just find it overwhelming and they don't know where to start, and they really want to get a really good plan in place, but they're not sure how to go about it. I happen to be one who loves to organize. I love organizing my own space. I love doing that for other people, but that doesn't mean that everybody likes that, and I struggle too. Not everything that you see in this transformation is exactly how I would want it to be, but it works and it's functional and I'm okay with it. I'm satisfied. I believe that it's going to be something that I can sustain, and that's all I'm looking for. While I enjoy these types of projects, I think I enjoy doing it better for other people than I do my own self. But I just wanted to film something different, because clothing inspiration and fashion is one thing, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, it's what do we do with this stuff and how do we organize it? And I just wanted to share what I did and the thought process and my little strategy behind the changes that I did make. Okay, here's the entrance to my main closet in my bedroom. So here you can see I have this rack here. I have all of my pocketbooks, which I just cannot even get behind. I've got to organize them because I don't even know what's underneath half of these. So that's one project that I'm going to tackle. And then if I just turn you around this way, I actually put this tension rod above the shelves so I can hang some of my sweatshirts. But as you can see, all in here is just a disaster. And then I have some sweatshirts there and jackets, and I just need to organize this much better. Here's some of my shoes, and then if I spin you around this side, I have other shoes. So before I get started with bringing out my fall and winter clothes for the change of season, I actually want to declutter everything and get rid of, donate, give away, whatever that looks like. Now, this is one of my closets. I am very fortunate that I have a lot of closet space in this apartment, and so I can take you over to my other one that I'd like to work on, and I don't know if I want to use a tension rod to hang my pocketbooks just so they're out of the way, but they're neatly out of the way, or if I just want to dedicate a closet just for my bags to hang. And I'll show you the closet speaking of. So this, as you can see, I have this for some pocketbooks, and I won't get rid of this because it does work and it's hidden and it does function for some of my bags. You can see I even have some up there. It's just a whole disaster, quite frankly. But I could declutter not most of the clothes, but I can sort through this and clear this closet out and just dedicate it strictly to my pocketbooks. I'm undecided exactly how I'm going to manage that in the moment. So that's what I'm trying to sort out in my head. But first, I think I'm just going to do some B-roll, and you can see how I sort of do these declutters of my closets. And I'm not touching my drawers yet. I just want to get my closets organized a little bit better before I bring the fall stuff out. But I can also show you the drawers, which I have done like a drawer organization, but I need to go through them again and really do a deep declutter and or donation. When I say declutter, that includes donating, giving away, and what I'm actually going to keep. So I'm just going to use declutter as an overall for everything that I plan to do. So I'm going to take everything out of my closet. I'm going to try it on. I won't show you the try on, obviously, but by the time I'm done, I will at least show you what I'm keeping, donating, and or giving away. Then we'll put everything back. The same goes with for my shoes, and just transferring those out. For the most part, my shoes, I won't be getting rid of a lot because I did that a couple of months ago. I got rid of a ton of stuff. So I won't really have a whole lot to declutter. All I want to do with my shoes is organize all of my summer shoes into a different area and just have my fall and winter shoes in that main closet that I just showed you earlier. So that's the mindset. That's what I'm going with. Like I said, I'm going to try everything on because that's the only way to do a complete rehaul when you're trying to declutter, in my opinion. Keeping in mind what I haven't worn. Some people do 6 months, some people do a year, some people do 2 years. That's a matter of preference. I try to do the 6 month to a year mark. Like I said, I already did this exercise a couple of months ago, so I won't have a whole lot that I'm probably decluttering, but I think I might surprise myself and I might come up with more than I think I actually have. What you just saw does not suit the way I like to keep my closet, so there's that. That's the fun part for me. The not so fun part is trying everything on, but it's a task that must be done. I'll come back on and show you what's staying and what's not. And I think the closet that I just showed you, I'm going to sort through that. In this room, which is actually where I film, I have 2 closets back to back. So that was the first one I showed you. This closet, for the most part, is fine enough. It just holds really my denim and leggings and stuff, but I can certainly fix this up. It does have my taller boots down there, which I don't generally put in my other closet because it has those cubes and they don't fit. This works nicely. for me, and then I just have this shoe rack, which is a standard for everyone. So I don't necessarily know that I need to touch this so much. I might just try on some of the jeans and see if there's any that I can do away with, but for the most part, I'll just keep this as is. So clearly it's a long haul. It's not going to happen all in one day, but I will certainly put a few hours of work into this and then kind of go from there. So let's get started. Here is the current situation. As you can see, I've got quite the project going on. I've been at this for a few hours. I cleared out everything in the closet, tried them on, took all the bags and everything except for what's in that current corner right there, but I'll get to that at some point. I just took everything out. I did not touch this side yet because I'm really unsure what I want to do with that side. I don't know if I like to make that like my suits and my office wear. I did go into another closet and pulled out a lot of my tops, you know, like my work stuff, with the intention of hopefully being back at work soon, you know, just manifesting it all. So I'm unsure what I want to do with that part of the closet, but for now, this is what I have going on my bed. So that's my bed, and just a little tip that I've come to learn after doing this so many times is if I put everything on my bed, if I want to sleep tonight, I need to make sure that it's all cleared off. So that's just a little tip that I struggle with for sure, because it's very daunting, and I totally get that. But you know what? I see the progress. I've made some donation piles and giveaway. Not that I have a lot. I didn't expect it to be that big anyway, just given the fact that I just went through this exercise a couple months ago, like I keep saying. I'll be back once I get a little further in this, but those are my updates. And sometimes you have some fails, such as this. I was loading up the sweatshirts up there, and I guess it just got a little too heavy. So back to the drawing board, but we shall persevere. Okay everyone, so it's been a few days later. I have been at this project for I don't know how many hours, but it went from one closet to another closet to another closet, and so on, which I didn't anticipate really doing all of that. I'm going to go into more of that after I actually film some clips of how the closets turned out, and I'll also give you a look of what I'm actually donating and giving away. Like I had thought it wasn't going to be a lot because I just really did this not too long ago. I'll show you that. I'll show you the closet, and then we'll talk some more. Here we go. Okay, here's the donate and giveaway pile. I told you I would just show you a little clip of it. Like I said, there's not a whole lot, but there's enough that helped me to clear out some of my stuff that I'm not wearing and using, and hopefully it can go to a better home. So here's my main closet, and if you recall, when you first walked in, I had some sweaters here that were on the darker side, and I just wanted to go light to dark in here. It's not picture perfect, but it's good enough. There's something about having the dark here that just was bothering me because I felt like I was already entering dark. So here you see all my whites, and then it kind of goes into the blush tones and the more darker. And then in here, I did just put my camisoles and such. I did have them hung up, but then because I had some room, I was able to just hang them, and I just put them in the center. I didn't really want to start over there and put some of them there. I wanted them all sort of uniform. So, and then I just went, here's where the dark stops in my blouses, bodysuits and camisoles, and then it goes light and then back to dark again. And here is where I have a few suits and just longer sweaters. Down below, I just was able to clear off the top part of these compartments. In that far one, those are where my heels are and stuff. And then these are more winter wear boots and booties and such. So there were only 2 here, and then behind the closet door there were 2 others, but I moved the other one out, and you'll see why in a moment. And then I still just have the Alex drawers. I did hang up those blanket scarves that I had, so that looks nice enough that at least I can see them. There's like 3 of them hanging there, and don't mind my my Wi-Fi stuff. But you know, surprisingly, I was able to clear all this top shelf out, which I was really happy. It just opens it up. Clearly it opens it up for more stuff to be added, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm really pleased that I was able to get all the bags and all this stuff down, which you'll see soon where I put all that stuff. And then behind the closet, so here, if you recall, there was a bar up above here, and I had my sweatshirts hanging down, but I decided, because I'm hoping that my work will resume soon, I just decided to put, you know, my business attire here. But then what I did is I added a bar beneath for some sweaters. Behind the door I had those 2 other cubes, so I have 3 cubes behind me now. This is the look of the closet. And then I just made another closet in one of my guest rooms, more casual, so that's where I put the sneaker cube in there. So yeah, we have a couple more closets to go through, so follow me. So starting here is the denim closet that I call it. You know, you can see for the most part I have everything hanging on those S hooks, which I just think it adds so much more room. It doesn't get bulky by folding over the jeans over the hanger, and I just like the slimline effect of that. I do have some dress pants in here, more casual dress if that makes sense, and then over in here you'll see that's like dressier leggings that I didn't really want to put in the drawer, but because they don't have belt hoops, I can't put them over an S hook. Up above isn't perfect. I was able to empty a bin, which I'll put that in my storage unit more than likely. And here, just a container of summer clothes. And then, if you see the hanging shoe rack, those just have my summer sandals for the most part. There's some other like random heels and stuff, but for the most part I don't really need those in my main closet. And here is just a hanging door shoe holder with more summer heels, you know. So that's this little denim closet. I do have those racks to hold up all my boots and such, so I was able to clean that up a bit. So this last closet that I'm about to show you is what I'm calling my pocketbook closet. All of my pocketbook, not all of them, there was a majority of them that were up on my top shelf in my main closet, and I wasn't happy with it for a host of reasons, one of which I didn't even know what I had. I mean, I knew what I had, but you know, unless it's visible, you kind of tend to forget things or forget about it. So I went ahead, this is what do most people do when they need something, they go to Amazon, and I went ahead, and here is what I did with this closet. I just went ahead and ordered these hooks, which are really durable, really strong pocketbook holders, and I just hung my pocketbooks. And then I do have these over the door pocketbook holders as well, which have worked great. I've never had any issues with it, but I just had too many bags, and what was happening is that they were bulking out and interrupting the whole flow of the other clothes that were in there, so it just wasn't working. So I just decluttered a bunch. Here you can see this side isn't perfect, but nothing is perfect, but it's functional, and I'm really happy with the way everything came out. And then just up there, I just have an overnight bag and, well, 2 overnight bags. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you could take from this video and apply to your own situation. What do you think I should have done differently? I'd love to hear that, because maybe there's something that I can be inspired by one of you that gives me a different idea. Please just let me know down in the comments if you like this type of video, if this is something that you'd like to see more of from me, or if you'd like me to just stick with the fashion videos, which I love to do and I'm happy to do it, and I hope that you all are getting something out of them. I've been getting some really good comments, and so I feel as if it's adding value to your life, and that's what I'm here to do. With that being said, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, press the bell notification, and I will see you all in my next video.